another station is also John. The Dalton from Netherlands. ON8 Echo India. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Elvis. Sierra 50 Echo Lima, Oscar November 8 Echo India. Yeah, you're 10 over 9 with QSB. Greetings from Belgium, by the way. And how are you doing, Mr. Elvis? Over.
Yeah, I think I said Netherlands. Yeah, yeah, great. Everything is fine here. 15 for you, plus 15, maybe a little more. In the peak, just look on the last, just here, see the 15. Yeah, fine. Everything is fine, John. Yeah, long time no hear you. I don't know when is the last time. Let me see. I will check on the second one. My logging program. 7 months ago, John. Yeah, 7 months. More than half year. Over.
Yeah, Roger. I see that. I think it was September. But really nice hearing you. It's been a while, but I haven't heard you on the air. Because anytime I hear you, I always call you, and you know that. I think are you on the Sun SDR at the moment, over?
Roger. Sun SDR to the X and Artemis SDR, which is the fork program, of course, from Thetis. So everything is the same like on the Thetis, over?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I've seen that. In fact, if you had said nothing, I would have said something. So that's really great. And I wonder how that noise reduction 2 is working, over.
Yeah, all for noise reduction is working, but I don't need it, I don't need it on my location, but of course it's sounding the same because it's graphical, it's the same container skins, everything is the same, just the left the bottom corner, near the CPU info, I have of course, for a switch for the antennas, Eric's receive antenna, A1 and A2, and of course TX A2 and A3. That's the different, and some little small stuff, but everything else is exactly the same. So I'm quite happy, because in the moment now I can use on the Expert SDR 2, Expert SDR 3 software, and also this Artemis, on this radio. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, it's sounding great. And by the way, Elvis, I'm on the Hermes Lite, and the amplifier is the VK amp. Over.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, VK amp. Yeah, I remember. We spoke last time, and I'm asking you which amplifier you have. Yeah, I know. Yes, it's from Australia. VK amp, and sounding really excellent. John, like always, like always. So yeah, you use the Anon and also Hermes Light, and which radio more is which win, John? Is the Hermes Light or Anon? Over?
Yeah, Roger. Well, the Hermes Light is just like a little baby. I tend to use it more. I really should use the other one, but I've kind of I've fallen in love with the Hermes Light. By the way, this is another VK amp, and this one, if I put 1 watt in, which I do, from the Hermes Light, I get 600 out. Over.
Ah, great. Yeah. So I think if you have another one, that's really cool. I think this one from 1 watt, you have without attenuation, without attenuator in the amp, in the beginning, on your drive-in. So yeah, Hermes Light is like a little baby for pampering. HI, over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Yeah. Well, the only thing with the Hermes light, I don't need any nappies or any diapers or whatever pampers. But anyway, Elvis, it's really great hearing you, and hopefully I'll hear you more. Over.
Yeah, maybe it's, who knows, maybe it's the propagation because I am almost every evening, active around, little up from 120 to 140, sometimes to 150. So, maybe it's not in the same time, like you come on the air, here on the 40. So, but I think it's probably the propagation, or maybe I come a little later and you sooner, So yeah, but this Hermes light is really working excellent. I also have, that radio, if you remember, this Hermes light, but don't have any amplifier, I must mate or buy, I don't know. I don't yet decide, but or I don't know. I don't need maybe 1 kilowatt. It maybe just half the 500, and I will mate with two MOSFET, amplifier. And that's enough, 500 watts is quite good. Over.
Yeah, Roger. 500, 550, and you can work the world. Okay, one final thing. I changed my antenna, so now it's a dipole, and it's up at 19 meters. Over.
Yeah, but it's I don't look on the last 2-3 transmission, but you can switch. I think it's a 5 dB louder, maybe 5. I don't know, because you are 20 on the last transmission. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, that sounds good. Yeah, you're 10 over. I think the signal meter on the Hermes light is a little bit mean. It doesn't give the full signal. But anyway, well, great hearing you, and looking forward to maybe another band, maybe 17 meters. Over.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, but on the S meter, in the treaties is depending, of course. If you have just on the TX RX meter, in the upper side, of course, if you have the legal meter, but it's not important. It's the legal or it's in the container. You have the signal and you have the signal average. So it's depending what is your settings, because if you have the signal average, of course, that is not the peak. It's not the peak, and it's little lower, like signal. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, normally I just leave it on the average, and I forget about the peak. Well, listen. I look forward to a new contact pretty soon, but I'll take special interest in hearing you. Over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Of course, it's depending. So if you have the average, it's little down on the signal. Okay, John, really nice to hear you. I don't expect, this morning to hear you so good. So yeah, it's just propagation around Europe, excellent, and not really for the real DX. So I hear you really good. And it's which time is 2 minutes to almost 30 minutes past midnight. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, as you said to the German guy, it's the same time here. Over.
Yeah, same time. yeah, of course, because we are not so far away. I don't know really how. What is the distance distance between me. Let me see, John. I will check. I will check how far you're from me. It's almost 1,000. It's a little less. 935. What is the QSD.com say? Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, it's a good distance. Okay, one final question. Did you ever go to Frederikshavn? Over.
You mean this year? Over.
Negative. No. Were you ever there? Over.
No. No. But I planning. I go. I have the plan. To go over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm thinking of going this year because I always wanted to go, but I never did. So I think I'm going to go this year. Over.
Yeah, me too. Probably. I'm not 100%, but maybe 80 in the moment. 80%. I must find the company here from Sierra 5, or maybe also I don't know, some friends from Croatia. If go because alone I'm not planning to go to the Friedrichshafen, but is with the more friends, with the more people, maybe I don't know, with the one car, is no problem. So we'll see what will happen. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, make sure if you go there, you have for example, a baseball cap or a jacket with your call sign. Over.
Yeah, that's good idea. That's a good idea. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe one small on the T-shirt. I don't know. Or maybe a T-shirt with a call sign. Because so everybody see, your call sign, because you can remember and you can see the old people, in the one time, because of course it's a big event, and you can easy don't see everyone. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Sierra 50 Echo Lima, Oscar November 8 Echo India. Yeah, I think it's the only place that you're going to see, people from around the world. There is a radio friend from VK6, so he's coming, and then some Spanish stations, and maybe there's a few Irish people and UK and German. So it should be nice to. I'm not interested in buying anything really, but the only thing I want to, if I ever see it, is a Bird 1 kilowatt dummy load. Over.
Yeah. Of course. I am not also. I don't need anything because I have too much this radio toys, and all stuff. But it's not for coming, for buy some equipment. It's more to see new people, and all about connection, of course, and. In real life, because for sure this event is event which is coming all people, all around the world, in Friedrichshafen, John. Oscar November 8, Echo India, Sierra 50, Echo Lima.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, and that's something nice when you meet people and they're friends of yours. You can drink a coffee or whatever. And talk with them. Yeah, it's nice to see people face to face, especially if you don't even know what they look like. Sometimes it's really surprising. Over.
Yeah, for sure, it's surprising. Yeah, you maybe just have imagination. Of course, imagination on the voice. On the voice. Sometimes, you can be surprised at exactly, because some people have really, really different audio, different voice, like later, when you see the person in real life. Over.
Yeah, Roger, 100%. Yeah, well, my voice, you know it. It's very trebly, but you've got the great deep voice, and yeah, I think I'm not sure if you're using if that works with your system, but your signal is very clean. So, like the pure signal, over.
I know, I know. I know this, John. Yeah. It's look like I'm using the pure signal, pre-distortion, but it's not. Why not? Because some they don't have the pure signal. So, but it's radio. If you know, of course, what you're doing with the settings and everything, how much, because I have opening right now, in the container, all these parameters, which you can put like leveler, and EQ, compression, and so on. Everything is in the balance, and the radio, Sound is clean, over.
Oh yeah, it's very clean. The only problem with having pure signal, some people they move in very close to you, over.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I think conditions have faded away for the moment, over.
No, I still copy you. I just have the short transmission. I still copy the same. Yeah, his signal is dropping down. I don't know. Maybe on your side it's much more stronger, but for me it's I don't have any problem. Copy you, John. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, you've come up. Very nice. Okay, Elvis, I'll let you work a few more. I'm going to have another spin of the dial. And I think maybe because my wife did a lot of gardening today, I have to get rid of all the cuttings, over.
Yeah. Yeah, you mentioned spin the dial, I don't know if you know the new SDR software, like web SDR, of course you have, like Kiwi SDR and web 888 and so on. You have also right now, I don't know, it's maybe 1 month, 2 months, is the Uber SDR, Uber is there, and of course, in this Uber, you have also beside project which is called Spin the Dial. Maybe you already know. I don't know. Just for the quick info, Spin the Dial, which is the cool on this Spin the Dial, because you go on this page, because it's also the project from Uber SDR. But you don't this Spin the Dial, is the random. You go in the casino, and play the roulette. The roulette, the Spin the Dial is randomly stop, maybe I don't know in one this Uber is there in stateside, or maybe the next Spin the Dial is in the Australia and so on. All this Uber is there is together in the Spin the Dial. When you click the Spin the Dial, you just jump and randomly stop, for example, on the 14.150, and you can listen, and next, just again the click with the mouse and go, I don't know, maybe on 40 meter on one SDR from Europe, over.
Yeah, well, I have to say, nice to meet you, because I'll tell you why. I love Uber SDR, over.
Okay, yeah. But it's the project, beside this Uber, and it's really cool because it's funny. Really, it's funny, You don't need to searching, I don't know, some usable signal, here on the SSB, because just click the Spin the Dial and randomly searching, and stop on this frequency. Of course, it's looking for it's only for the SSB, is looking for the good signal to noise ratio. But it's funny. It's funny. And you have also on my QRZ.com page, if you see, maybe if you have the opening QRZ.com, you can see a little down below my web page there is the spin the dial on my QRZ.com page. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I saw it. And I want to tell you another thing. My favorite Uber SDR is K3 Fox Echo Fox. Over.
Yeah. I listen this web SDR Uber. I don't know, maybe two weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago I listened some. I think. Some on 80 meter, if I remember, on 80 meter. Sometimes, I listen from the state side, these guys, which is the Voodoo Maniac, Maniacs on the 80. I forget the exactly the frequency. I think is around 3.8 and something, 3.88, 888 or 880, because of course the state side is 80 meter, much wider to 4 megahertz. So yeah, it's cool. So you're not the only one which is listening this SDR, or?
Yeah, no, I love the and in fact, I just turned on K3FEF. I can hear myself. I didn't hear you, but I can hear myself in on the UBSDR. It's northwest of New York, but that's a super one. That's one I really like to listen to, and I'm looking forward to a few Uber SDRs in VK. Over.
Yeah, probably will come, Yeah, you can hear me because my antenna is very low comparing to you, If I will have the antenna much up in the sky, that will be the real difference, And you have the power, which I don't have. Over.
Yeah, Roger, but you have the great voice. Yeah, and here's another thing about the Uber SDR. You can have, I don't know, maybe 100 people listening. Over.
Yeah, exactly. But of course, you must have the running on the real computer, for the 100 listeners, for the 100 people, maybe on your Uber is there. So, of course, comparing for the energy, you have the much more bigger computer. But for me, Web 888, from the China, because it's we can call it the clone, but it's not, maybe Web 888 is 16-bit as a receiver, and for the receiving you have the same web socket, like QVS there, but on the QVS there you have, I don't know, eight Erics in the time, so 8 users maximum. But here, which I have is the 13, 13 users, but it's really good. It's working excellent for me, and it's not energy, it's very low for the consumption, because it's I have just very clean. I find, John, the very clean power supply, switching power supply. Exactly is adapter, for the Samsung Projector Freestyle, is from Samsung Projector Freestyle. Is 3.5, I think, or maybe a little more. 3.5, yeah, 3.5 current, in the current 3.5 ampere in the current, and it's so clean. I don't have any noise, in the example, I don't know, in the 160 and so on. If you have some cheap power switching supply adapters, but this adapter is excellent. And I already have the from guy from Czech Republic, from Ham Parts. I have the switching Eric switching antenna PCB. Because this Web 888 have the input-output, I/O for 7 different antennas. So I have this PCB. I can go like on the QVS there on the extension and antenna switching, and I can switch 7 different antennas. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, now just out of curiosity, I suppose when you're on the air, you have it switched off, over?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I have. But on this PCB, which I don't have connecting right now, I have the limiter. Every antenna input, have the limiter. So it's not a problem. In the future, I don't know, maybe I already have, the loop on the ground and small active loop and maybe a small active dipole, Of course, it's very close to your transmitting antenna, but it's no problem because every antenna input have the limiter, and in the future I will leave my web SDR antenna always connected. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I think I'm going to send you an email because the one that you got, where did that come from? Did that come from China? Over.
Yeah, the web SDR. Web SDR is from the China. From the China, you can just put the web, Whiskey Echo Bravo 888. But I buy also from the guy from maybe QRO dot Charlie Zulu, but now have the story, Ham Parts is Hotel Alpha Mike Papa Alpha Radio Tango Sierra Ham Parts shop. You can go on this page. And you will find this of course web SDR, and also the antenna switching PCB directly made it for this web SDR. Over.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll tell you what I have from him, and it was good quality, and I did use it for a while, and then I put the dipole up, but I used to have a 4-square for 40 meters. Over.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I have this guy. I just remember right now the name, but of course in the Czech Republic in Europe, so it's you don't need to order, example of the web SDR from China, from AliExpress and so on, because you have here, but this guy have the good price, It's little the difference between, example, if you order from China or from this guy, I forget the call sign. And also the name, but anyway, I have also from that guy, the Kilo 9 Alpha Yankee, the receiving antenna with the remote function, So it's really good because this guy have many receiving antennas, the beverage on the ground, classic beverage, and all other stuff on the shop. Over.
Yeah, I like that receiving one. By the way, Sierra 50 Echo Lima, Oscar November 8 Echo India for ID. The other antenna, and I always forget his call sign, but it's the guy that makes the for the loops, and he's the LZ station. and I remember seeing a demonstration of two loops. I don't know what the distance was. Maybe it was, I don't know, 8 meters or 10 meters away, and he could have them in phase and out of phase. Over.
Yeah, I know which loop you're talking, because I have this, I don't have the two, for the phasing, but I have only one. That is from Lima Zulu 1 Alpha Quebec, over.
Yeah, that's exactly the one. And I remember seeing a demonstration of the other antenna from the US, and it was three AM stations. Let's say, for example, on 1400 kilocycles, and there was three stations on that, and he could just switch them in and switch them out. Over.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you're talking about, because I see all these short videos, from for phasing and so on with more loops. I have, one decent is really working excellent. You can have the small example 1 meter in diameter. This active loop connected to this Lima Zulu 1 Alpha Quebec, and after that you have the feeding line and all control line, because you can switch to one loop, another loop, because it's crossover, example, northeast to west, northeast, and example, northwest. You can switch, you can switch the direction on these two loop, and it's working really cool and great, of course. Yeah, I think it's about 80 euro or 90. In that time when I buy, but right now I think it's also the price of around 100 euro. But it's worth it. Yes, maybe you can think, but it's made it top, really top, and which one is also cool. I just thinking, how is this guy from, I don't know, is the guy from England or from North Ireland? Did you hear for the Aussie loop, over?
Which one is that, over?
The Aussie loop, Alpha Zulu India. You have the same example, the same two loops like on the K9 Alpha Yankee, but you can rotate it. You can rotate, not physical, electronic phasing. You have on the software, which you have, for example, on the desktop on your computer, and you can switch direction. I will tell you just a second. Just put or write down Alpha Zulu India Lima Ocean Papa is Aussie loop Delta Fox stroke 72 is Delta Fox 72. Of course, is not the cheap. Or in the start, is this antenna is have the good price around 400 euro. But right now is you can buy from Martin and Lynch from England, but it's quite expensive. I think it's around 800 euro. This is only a receiving antenna, but guy really develop good the app, for the Windows on the computer, and you have so many options, and you can switch electronically 10 degrees, around 360 degrees, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, no, it sounds good. Yeah, but that's the problem at the moment. Buying from the UK, it makes it very expensive, because when it arrives in Europe, especially maybe in Spain and Belgium, the tax is very high. So that's something to think about. And oh yeah, here's another thing. So I didn't like the controller from that shop. Let me think. What was it? You know that shop, the QRO show shop. I'm I'm just getting their details. I didn't like the controller on it, so I got the Russian one. Over.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. That's not a problem. Yeah, you can check about this Aziloop. Yeah, I already tell you the final price. You know, is about I think 803 euro. You know, everything the tax because you pay to the Martin and the Lynch, and the Martin and the Lynch fix all. You know. Yes, maybe it's a little more, I don't know, maybe 10 euro, 20 euro more, you know, about tax and everything, but you don't have later, you know, for the importing and this stuff, for these taxes, you know, and so on, because you already pay the fixed price to the Martin and Lynch. But yeah, it's expensive. Just take the notes for this Aziloop, John. I think it's Andreas. I don't know. I don't remember the name, but I have the call sign, and you can check how is antenna working for DX, for listening DX on 160 and 80 and so on. The guy from Germany is Delta Lima 8 Lima Alpha Sierra. DL8 Lima Alpha Sierra. Let me see what is the name of the guy. Delta Lima 8 Lima Alpha Sierra. Have many Andre. This Andre. This guy has many videos already on the YouTube. How this Aziloop working, comparing with in the winter time, you know, with the real beverage, the long beverage, and also with the active antennas and so on, you know, and two phasing beverage and antenna is, you know, for the size working really good comparing to beverage antennas. Over.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at that photo. And he has the beverages. So that's interesting now that he can compare. Over.
Yeah, you have many videos from him, you know. Yeah, you can see on the QRZ.com page. The Andre can, of course, this field, you know, behind houses. If you see. If you see this picture on the QRZ.com page from Andre, but in the winter time, you know, can use this beverage in the summertime, you know, because farmer use the field, you know. But you can see have the loop on the ground. Where is the lock located? Where is the high Z vertical 7 meter? And beverage on the ground and so on, you know, and yeah, very close to the lock. When you see the on the picture, you know, is the closest one to the house, and have very close to this lock have also this Aziloop antenna, and this guy compare, you know. When you have time, just check on the YouTube channel, you know, is DL8 Lima Alpha Sierra, and you will see, you will be surprised at how good this Aziloop work. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'll for sure as soon as I finish speaking with you, that's the next thing I'll be watching. Over.
Yeah, you must. I surprised it really. It's really tiny difference, you know. It's not so big, like, I don't know, maybe it's a couple of dBs, you know, couple of dBm. So when I sometimes switch to the loop on the ground, you know, of course, the signal disappears all, but Aziloop is still receiving, you know. So that's good because it's really small antenna, and you have the option to the rotating. Not physically, you don't need. Because you have just the application on the computer, and you switch. To the which direction you want. And that's good. That's really, really good, I have, of course, K9 Alpha Yankee, but have only the 4 direction, no, eight direction, northwest, northeast, and so on, southwest and southeast, and north and south and east and west, of course. But here you have, I think is the, let me see. Yeah, but you will find, of course, on the Aussie Loop have also the page Quiet Radio .charlieoscar.uk have the page, and this Aussie Loop have together I don't know how many direction you can electronically switch. I think it's more than 100, but I'm not sure. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at both of them. I'm looking at the one that on the Englishman's quietradio.co.uk. Over.
Yeah, that's the official page from this guy. But I think this guy is from which making this. Aussie Loop, is from is Ireland, North Ireland, something like that. But okay, it's not important. Yeah, here you can find on the Quiet Radio page. You can find the user guide. Have the over 100 pages, user manuals and so on. All details you can find here, and also of course Aussie Loop. Example on the YouTube, on the short waves, comparing Algeria and Caroline, on the 252 and 648, switching, one direction to another direction and totally disappears, and it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, it's expensive. But which have for the function, and so many options. I don't know. Yeah, is the price like you go buy one radio, really good radio. Over.
Yeah, Roger. And then of course there's the and it's quite old now. The Afridi SDR. Over.
Yeah, that's already old. Yeah. That's already old. So I think in 2026 is you have the more better option, to buy some SDRs, for the receiving only, of course, not for transmitting. But for the receiving only, you have also John. You don't need the web SDR. You can use the Hermes Lite for the web SDR. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah. Well, I use the Hermes Lite. I listen down in the living room, and the latest software I'm using, and I have to have a quick look. It's the one that it doesn't sound like the Flex, but it looks like the Flex. That new one. Over.
Yeah. The last 2 months is coming out really, really cool as their softwares, You have also now the Zeus, Zulu Echo Uniform Sierra, Zeus, from Guy is working on the Anon radios and also on the Hermes Lite. And you can already see, you can check on KB2 UKA, Kilo Bravo 2 Uniform Kilo Alpha on the YouTube channel, Kilo Bravo 2 Uniform Kilo Alpha is the web program, It's a Zeus SDR, and it's looking cool. And the graphic user interface, and it's work with the Hermes light and with the Anon radios, It's Zeus, and also another SDR program coming out, but I can't remember right now the name. But you have the also client from your guy from Kurt ON7 OFF. The Android app for the mobile phone is the TCI client. You can remoting your Titis, with the Hermes light. You have the Android app on the phone. Leave your Hermes light on the computer, and this TCI remote, just work like client, and you can use your phone with you go outside from the house, and you have the Wi-Fi and so on, and you can make the contact over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, I know that one from Kurt, but there's so many things that you can do. But he's doing good work. What I'm using in the living room to listen to the Hermes light is Nearus SDR, over.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's also good. Yeah, but Hermes light is also working with SDR console, from Simon, and so on. Just for quick info, this Web 888 is also working now. How long? Half year? Yeah, it's maybe a little less. It's not just the WebSocket, like TVS there have. You have also option to use with the Titis. Listen that, John. On the Web 888 receiver, I can use the Titis. That is really cool, because it's one group. It's made it from the Web Pitaya. Because Web Pitaya you can also use with the Titis software. So maybe the Web Pitaya is coming from Slovenia, from my country, but it's made it now. So Web 888 as the receiver, and the Web Pitaya and so on. All these receivers work also on the Titis, over.
Yeah, well, I think I'm going to have to send you a message. That sounds very interesting, because my son was working on a project. Yeah, okay, here's a question. Can you now if you can do this, then we've really cracked it. That you could listen to Thetis on Linux, over?
No, you don't have the Thetis on Linux. It's only for the Windows, over.
Yeah, okay. Well, my son, he got it working on Linux, but it wasn't great. There was lots of jitters, but it did work, over.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. You have the Linux system, and you can go with the virtual. With the virtual. That's the option. Yeah, that's the option. If you have, but if you want the native, example around, I don't know, maybe Hermes light and so on, you can use of course it's not the same, but it's working great. It's Pi. It's Pi HP, I think it's Pi HP SDR, and this one is developed for the Linux also, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, my son, he got that, he set that up for me. And then I was listening to Pi SDR on a tablet. And I think we got it working also on the phone. So that's interesting. And the other thing is, and I switch it on from time to time, I have one of the original Malahites, over.
Ah, yeah. Malahite, yeah. Now I also have that this Malahite. I don't know. It's already the third version or the second one. Yeah, is developing to more with the function and more finest product. Yeah, nowadays you have so many options. So you must know what to buy. So you have the really the best solution for the using about use for the programs. That's the why I decide to buy the Web 888 beside KVS there too, because you have the old version, version 1 KVS there, and you have the KVS there 2 version. But this Web 888 you have some more candies, because you have also the 2 meter. You can use on the Web 888 2 meter, because not in the same time. If you decide to the HF, you can use to the 62 megahertz, because Kiwi just go to the 30, to the 30 megahertz. But this Web 888, you have also 6 meter, so it's going to the 62 megahertz. You can decide later in the settings, did you use to the 30 or simple create or to the 60 megahertz, and you have the VHF input. So you can use the only VHF or HF. You can use the in the same time both, But yeah, you have I/O for the antenna switching. You have the same like GPS, you can connect. So you have really for the frequency stability and so on, and it's great, and it's not so big price what you get, and you have also the option to the connecting, because you have the USB port, this Web 888 as the receiver, and you can connect the Wi-Fi dongle, Wi-Fi dongle via USB port, and you can use the Wi-Fi, because the QVS there don't have this. Over.
Oh yeah, and yeah, that's the amazing thing. Now I do like the Kiwis, but here's another thing, and I'll send you a little video. So I found, when you're searching around for the Kiwis, about 90% of them are no good for receiving. So my son, he made me a special thing, but I'll send you a video of it, and I have all the good ones saved, so I can move around very quickly. And then he put it on my phone, and I keep saying to him every day, the best app ever. And it's really amazing. I can move between one Kiwi and another one within 15 seconds. Over.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, you have many these web SDRs, online, but maybe it's just 20% is usable. Is usable because others have too much noise, too big noise floor, and it's not usable. But anyway, is better. Every web SDR is, it's like every antenna is better like no antenna HI. Just listen, John. I made I know you already know how you sound, but anyway, I will replay back to you for the ID ON. Oscar November 8 Echo India Sierra 50 Echo Lima on the frequency. So John, listen. So my son, he made me a special thing, but I'll send you a video of it, and I have all the good ones saved, so I can move around very quickly. And then he put it on my phone, and I keep saying to him every day, the best app ever. And it's really amazing. I can move between one Kiwi and another one within 15 seconds. Over.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that sounds great. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Let me try and record you. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So just come back with something. And oh yeah, another thing as well. I contacted Nathan from uh, from Uber SDR, and I said I noticed that the kilocycle jumps on the AM band. You have 10 kilocycle ones, but you don't have the European 9 kilocycle jumps. And within 2 days, he put on the 9 kilocycle jumps. Over.
Yeah, that's great. That's really quick fix, Yeah, on the Kiwi SDRs and web SDRs like mine, you have the option if you go with a 9 kilo kc or a 10 kc jump. That's good. That's good. That's recorded in the Artemis SDR, with the Sun SDR, John. So you can hear is working. This fork, from the Titis is doing the great job. Over.
Yeah, no, it's going really good. Now, here's another thing, and I noticed with the Kiwis, if you go to say 20 meters, sometimes it's on lower sideband. It doesn't automatically go to the accepted sideband. Over.
Yeah, that's the same on the Web 888 is the same. You must manually switch to the upper sideband. Okay, I can live with that. It's not problem. It's not a problem. Just one click more, or touch if you're on the phone, of course. So. It's not the big issue for me, Of course, it will be good if we're implementing in the WebSocket, on the for the Kiwis. If you go upper 10 megahertz, it automatically switch to the USB. But anyway, I can one more click and you can survive HI. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I think on the Uber. It works well. Let me see if this works well now. I'm going to play you, so stand by.
That's really quick fix, Yeah, on the Kiwi SDRs and web SDRs like mine, you have the option if you go with a 9 kilo kc or a 10 kc jump. That's good. That's good.
Over.
Yeah, it's coming through, no problem. Yeah, very good. Maybe I have also too loud. I don't know. It's maybe too punchy my audio. Over.
No, your audio sounds great, but you are punchy, which is good. Over.
Yeah, no, yeah, I tweak like this, with the highs and everything is the flat, Is the flat, so it's really sharp and clear, Yeah, maybe just my opinion, because I listen back your recording on the headphones, and maybe you just have the little more for the gain, for the replay back, because you have also the option, in the Tetis. I just looking right now, audio and recording. I'm looking in this my Artemis. Yeah, you have the TX gain. I replay before you. Yeah, my setting is on the 0 dB. On the 0 dB and have the all checked disable TX EQ, disable compressor, disable CFC, disable phase rotation, and so on. Yeah, maybe you have some option. I don't know. Maybe you don't have the check disable compression and coming little. That's the reason. Maybe coming back to me a little more louder audio. Over.
Yeah. Okay. Are you looking at that on audio? So I'm now in the settings, and I'm on setup, and I'm on audio. Is that where you are? Over.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see on the left side is the bit rates. Of course, it's 32. You can leave that, nothing to change. In the middle, in the downside, you have the during playback, which is temporarily. It's disabled TX. That I have this on because it's not AQ in the rule. When you replaying back to you, example, disable compressor, disable CFC, disable leveler. This I have I don't switch. I have the switch off. Disable. So leveler is in the rule when I'm playing back to the U because it's, and on the right side, in the upper side, on the right side beside mic audio, we have the TS gain. Example, if of course we're recording the two is too loud, you can go in the minus with the TX gain. If it's too quiet, you go in the plus. But I have the default is 0 dB. So that's the my. But I think you have the same. If you not change anything before, is and when you upgrade, I don't know, new thetis and everything is all this checking is on the default, except leveler, the last one over.
Yeah, well, I don't bother updating. I'm on a very old one. I'm on 10.3.3 over.
Yeah, but you must go in the new, in the new thetis. Now you have the TCI audio, for all programs. You can do magic with the last version, over.
Yeah, well, no, I'm going to stick with what I have. Kurt is always telling me, update, but I'm going to stay where I am. So I'm just wondering, maybe those settings are not on my one, over.
No, because the TCI audio function on the transceiver control interface, now you have on the last version, I think it's 2.13 in the ending. And of course, if you also want to use a TCI remote from Kurt, you must have the last version, because all version before it's not working with this app and also another candies, So the last one. But you have for the Anon, and also from 2 weeks ago for the Hermes Light, over.
Yeah, Roger, Mr. Reed, over.
Exactly, Mr. Reed. The last version is now, I think, more than 2 weeks. Just for the Hermes Light. So have also this TCI audio functionality. The same like, of course, on the Anon. And which also stopping now. Take the pause, if you don't know. So maybe we'll come back after a couple of months and so on. But last month the site reached to a little stop for developing for the functionality in the Tetris, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, as you know, there's so many different options now. But he did great work, and also Ernst, over.
Yeah, I use from Ernst right now. 1 week, June, the mini logger. The mini logger I have opening right now. The what is the calling? A trigger. Trigger is because I use also before the station master, from Stu from England, G5 STU. But now I use the really mini the trigger, the logging program. And beside that, also, of course, because it's the TCI function, let me see, the cluster TCI bridge. I don't know if you know, for this program, the cluster TCI bridge is also from the Ernst, from Echo, Oscar Echo 3, India Delta Echo, over.
Yeah, no, I don't use that. I'm not so interested. I just use QRZ, over.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's cool. You have so much in this TCI cluster bridge, and I don't know if you know. You will be surprised. It's just a page. Did you know for open ham part, open ham clock over?
Yeah, I know it. I know it. And I did have it on one of the screens, but yeah, it's not really for me. Although it's nice to see the gray line, over.
Yeah, yeah, it's depending, of course, what you like. It's depending. It's not for everyone, but it's graphical, it's GUI. It's really nice, this openhamclock.com, It's the page. You just come the first time, put your location, the grid square and so on, your call sign, and that's all, and have so much functionality. Every week is something new, and have all satellites, all ISS info, and so on, the fires, the earthquakes, and it's like the already. I think it's maybe the 2 months more, and will be better like Geochrone, over.
Yeah, and that costs a fortune, over.
Of course, it's so pricey. I don't need for that Geochrone. This open ham clock is enough for me. Because I have this all information in the open ham clock. You have the expedition, you have POTA, flora, fauna, SOTA, BOTA, and so on. Contest. So much stuff, and of course solar index and WACAP, really all information on one page, and it's tweakable for your taste, which map you like, and so on. It's unbelievable how good is this page. Open ham clock. And also, if you like maybe more simple stuff, is also cool logger and DX cluster and so on. Holy cluster, if you hear, is from Israel, over.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Okay, Elvis, really great speaking with you. I could speak for you the whole night, over.
Yeah, exactly. We can speak all night. So many info, You can see I already know many stuff, because I really check everything, what is happening in our world in the ham radio. So this I try, all programs. So, and after I try another one, I go back and use program which I like, which is for me, because of course not every program is for everyone, That's good, and nowadays you have the option to use this program or maybe another program, what you prefer, of course. Oscar November 8 Echo India Sierra 50 Echo Lima.
Yeah, Roger, Sierra 50 Echo Lima, Oscar November 8 Echo India. Yeah, and when you look at, I really love Uber SDR. And when you look at the log of who's logged in, it's always funny to see lots of people, they're listening on 7200, over.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. This 7200. When is the guy have that's crazy? That's crazy QSOs from stateside, right?
Yeah, Roger. But sometimes, people said to me, why do the FCC not close it down? No, they don't close it down because they like to see where everyone is. It's like if they're looking for someone, they know where they'll be. Over.
Yeah. But here it's really, really crazy, you know. I think, you know, here we in Europe. We in Europe have bad operators, you know, and route and so on. But what you can hear there on this frequency, that's really, really maybe sad, maybe funny, everything, you know, everything is crazy like hell. Over.
Oh yeah. It's like a sewer. Over.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so yeah, but I forget. You remember me. You remember now. You know, for that frequency, I must go sometimes to check and listen. You know, I listen. I don't know 1 month ago on 7200. You know, so one guy have the whole story. You know, all night. And what words other guys, you know, telling him that's rude, you know, and some words really crazy. Well, what is happening on this this frequency? Thanks God we don't have the this frequency, you know, here in Europe. Not yet, but we don't need it. Some frequency like in stateside 200 over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, if I ever turn on to 7200, I think I listen for about 10 seconds. Over.
Yeah. But you know, sometimes I stay a little more. You know, what is these guys doing? You know. And wasting the time, really we're wasting the time, and there's so much angry, you know, and so much bad words on this frequency. I can't believe, you know. Yeah, just switch the radio and the lives go on. Who cares, you know? Don't listen, don't bother, and life can be easy. Over.
Yeah. No, it's dreadful, but it's I think, as I told you, the FCC, they don't touch it because then they know where all the bad guys are. But that's for another day. Well, great hearing you, Mr. Elvis, and I'm going to send you a message now in a moment. Over.
Yeah. Okay, John. Yeah. Really nice to hear you. Nice to hear you again. Yeah. And this morning we already have a little longer QSO, which is good. And I think it's maybe we can finish. I must go to the kitchen to drink some water. You know. Because I speak too much and I'm a little thirsty, you know. So nice to hear you again, John, and have a nice morning. If you still stay wake up, you know, make some good eggs with your power and your high antennas in the air. And see you soon. I think not so long, more than half year, like last one, because it's the summertime. Now is the band doing different, you know, here on the 40, like in the winter time. So I think we'll be here more times, you and me. Oscar November 8, Echo India, Sierra 50, Echo Lima. Good morning and good night, John.
Yeah, good morning to you, Elvis. Yeah, I sometimes come down here and you can speak with the Canadians. Over.
Yeah, but you know, in the weekend, you know, it's fine, you know, but from the Monday to the Friday, you know, for me, which I must wake up in the morning, I stay maximum, to the, I don't know, to the 1 in the morning, and after that, of course, I must go to sleep, But in the weekend time is good, I'm free tomorrow, and I can stay longer, like right now, And of course, weekend time is great because you can stay beside radio longer, over.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, well, I'm the same. Although 1 week I can stay late, and then the other week I have to go to bed early because I'm on the shift system. But good to hear you. Greetings to the family, and yeah, I'm going to send you a message anyway, and we can keep in contact. So I'll put it back to you for a final, but lovely to hear you as always. Sierra 50 Echo Lima, Mr. Elvis, Oscar November 8 Echo India. Till the next time, over.
Yeah, great, John, and my pleasure talk with you again with this good audio and so clean signal. That's unbelievable, how sharp. Oh my God, this Hermelite is monster. Okay, John, have a nice morning there. Enjoy the radio time, of course, and see you soon. ON8 Echo India, Sierra 50 Echo Lima. Bye-bye, John, and see you soon.
Yeah, bye-bye, Elvis. Always great speaking. Bye-bye from Belgium. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Anyone else maybe listen on the frequency and still hear Sierra 50 Echo Lima, listen?